Kia ora, welcome to Tuesday the 10th of October 2023. Time is passing by. Another short one this morning. Apologies if I look a little scruffy, it's because I am still limping. So following on from yesterday, not much improvement, so we'll persevere, just rock on through it. It's the only thing I can really do with regards to the knee of doom. The annoying part is getting up and getting down is kind of a bit of a challenge. But anyway, I digress. Today's topic, let's talk a little about politics. In the interest of open disclosure, I'm kind of fascinated by politics in general, particularly American politics. I find really more like a sport than anything else. But it's kind of like a lot of sport over here. It's fueled by money, and the person who has the most money kind of wins. Seems to be the way of things. But obviously, now that I'm a naturalised citizen, politics is a little more on the radar because I have my ability now to vote and put my oar in. So all those kinds of decisions come about. But it's really primarily a two-horse pony here in the States. We have the Republicans and the Democrats, the two powerhouses. And the analogy back in New Zealand is we have the National Party and the Labour Party, which respectively match the Republicans and the Democrats in terms of general outlook, demeanour, attitude, whatever you want to call about it. Right and left. It is what it is. They're both usually as bad as each other for various reasons, and a lot of finger pointing across the aisles and so on and so forth. I see that Kennedy put his oar in for an independent this time round, which will be interesting. Just a minute. Kira, Nevi, come here. Sorry, taking the puppies for a rough walk, but need to be kept in check. So one of the things that I guess it doesn't annoy me, but it's kind of sad, is that there really is only a two-horse party over here in the States. It's nigh impossible to actually have any major incumbent party kind of rise up through the system, so to speak, to have any reasonable chance of doing anything. And for those who are familiar with mixed majority politics, which is what New Zealand uses and a lot of European countries use, essentially you have two votes. You vote for the party that you want to vote for, and you vote for your local representative, and the two may not necessarily be the same thing. So in American terms, you might vote Republican for a party, and you might vote Democrat for your local representative because that local representative is actually doing what you've elected them to do, and they will, with sufficient votes and wins, end up in government as your representative, and the party that has the most votes overall kind of has a number of seats as well, number of senators or whatever. So the key point of the of the mixed majority component is that more often than not, unless there's like one really landslide party from the two major groups that has sufficient votes or support to actually wholeheartedly get in, then usually they have to form like a coalition of the willing, which means they have to get into bed with a bunch of smaller parties in order to get the necessary majority to get anything done from a government perspective. Plus it's only 3 years, it's not 4 years. So anyway, long story short, even if you have political parties that tend to sort of skew largely towards very left or very right views, more often than not they're kind of brought back into a centrist model. and things get done around that, and that's how that works. With the two-party system which we have here in the States, of course, that doesn't really happen. You know, we have the House and we have the Senate, checks and balances, but the way it kind of works at the moment is if you have a majority in both, then you're pretty much done. So there's no real opportunity to create, alliances with smaller political parties that have may be diametrically opposed, or they may even be more extreme, but generally more our centrist, or more our specialized views. And so that's that means that we effectively, from a political perspective, are pretty much nobbled in terms of what we can and can't do here. So anyway, just a ramble, just some thoughts. I'm just kind of sharing that as a preamble, I guess, for some other discussions coming up. So anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Going in to make a cup of coffee and get into work. So take care. Ciao.